Have you ever found yourself in a situation so cringe, you wish the ground would swallow you whole? Like that message you sent into the group chat, or what you thought was factual bro science. Next thing, your notifications are on fire. Your facts have been shredded, and now you're the official clown of the group. Or maybe you confidently commented on a Reddit debate, guns blazing, only to realize your intellectual ammo was made of blanks. But here's a little secret. Feeling like you're not the sharpest tool in the shed is often self-inflicted, a byproduct of risky habits and the wrong thoughts. The cure? Not as simple as a red-blue pill situation. So, with that said, are you ready for the harsh truth? You can actually avoid these awkward moments of embarrassment, and it all starts with 3 straightforward tips that will save your face and elevate your brain game. My promise to you for this video is that if you watch till the end, I'll show you how to not accidentally look dumb, but how to actually accidentally and intentionally look smart. Keep watching till the end, and don't forget to subscribe to learn new ways to improve yourself with powerful thoughts. Now, I'm diving headfirst into the dumpster fire of failure. Yes, it's that magical place where the ego goes to die, and where apparently we're supposed to collect gems of wisdom like they're going out of style. Fail fast, fail often, they chant from Silicon Valley all the way to your local cafe's motivational blackboard. Well, let's cut to the chase. Sometimes failure doesn't just sting, it backhands your self-esteem in the face. Here's the dirty little secret. Failing is not the trendy life hack they told you it was, unless we actually learn from it. Instead of sprouting wings after we crash and burn, some of us just smolder in the ashes a little bit, questioning all of our life choices. Now, picture yourself presenting in an important meeting. You fumble the numbers and bam, silence. The kind where you can almost hear your career aspirations going bye-bye in the corner. Your boss's face changes from mildly interested to, I can't believe I hired this clown. Welcome to the psychological torture chamber where our brains, that traitorous organ, decides that protecting our fragile egos is more important than, learning from our mistakes. After a public flop, your brain goes into self-defense mode, hindering your learning and refusing to absorb anything useful despite your own better knowledge. It's like your neurons are plugging their ears and singing, la 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 la, I can't hear you. So, what do we do in the corporate world after a humiliating flop? Do we get up, dust ourselves off, and dissect our errors? No. Instead, we replay what happened on a loop, with each rerun having a laughter track like it's a 90s sitcom. As for analyzing what happened, that's cute, said the brain. We're too busy obsessing over how we're going to be out of a job, how we'll pay rent, and thinking about the worst that will happen. Now, if you're waiting for me to say, but wait, there's a twist, and it all gets better. Well, that depends on you and what you do next. And here's the punch in the gut. Sometimes, failure feels like a personal attack. It's not that you just messed up. No, it feels like you're fundamentally messed up within. That's why it stings. That's why you have to deal with failure like a boss instead. First off, separate the flop from your ego. Failing a test doesn't mean that you're dumb. It means that maybe you just messed up. Maybe you didn't study or prepare enough. The important thing is finding out where you went wrong. In the real world, everything continues regardless of how you or anyone else feels. So you have to analyze yourself, make changes, and learn from what went wrong. Your friends will maybe eventually forget that group chat message, but you might hear it back when one of them gives you your best man speech. So be prepared to live with the consequences. Next, quit the whining. Instead of obsessing over what went south, start plotting your comeback. Instead of wallowing in a pity party, ask yourself, what's my next move? Be like a chess player. If you learn to make a habit of pulling the best move, even if you're in a losing game, you might lose that time, but you'll eventually win. Stack up little wins and let them push you to bigger ones. Failure is only a part of the game, but it doesn't get to write the rules. Remember what Michael Jordan said, 26 times I've been trusted to take game-winning shots, and I've missed. I failed over and over again. That is why I succeed. And that takes us to an even more important next tip. Winning isn't everything. It's the only thing that teaches you anything. We've talked about the importance of learning from your mistakes. So let's deep dive to that reality check. You've probably often heard the idea that failure is your teacher. That may be true, or it may not be true in some cases. But here's the hard truth. Learning from success is like following a recipe that's guaranteed to bake a perfect cake, while learning from failure is like trying to bake blindfolded in a kitchen you've never been in. When you ace something, the universe practically hands you a what went right manual. Success leaves clues, not just the confetti. You did A, B, and C, and voila, you nailed it. However, in the long term, that's only half the formula. Think of this: if you're a sailor and only sail on clear waters, you don't know the dangers of sailing a rough sea, the signs to look out for, and what to avoid. If a sports team loses, the coach will replay the mistakes the team made over and over, analyzing what went wrong and how to avoid the mistakes again. And let's not even start on entrepreneurs. I've been there myself. The whole fail fast, learn fast mantra. Sure, if you enjoy burning cash in the bonfire, for every phoenix that rises from the business ashes, there's a graveyard of could-have-beens who never figured out what went wrong. Because while success has a clear blueprint, failure is a jigsaw puzzle with half the pieces missing. Yes, making mistakes costs time and money. If you're learning or trying something for the first time, you're sure to fail a couple of times. So remember to take the road of least destruction, because losing is your unavoidable tuition fee, and you may as well get the most out of your money. Success has less to do with feeling good and has more to do with concrete, actionable insights. It builds confidence, sharpens your game, and gives you a clear target to hit next time. So don't dwell on failure. Learn to turn it into your superpower to avoid mistakes in the future. Amateurs versus masters. A lot of people walk through life in the shallow end because they're allergic to the sting of criticism. They shotgun down praise like it's the last happy hour special and shy away from any feedback that doesn't come wrapped in a bow. So, what's the real difference between the average and the master? Well, for one thing, it's not all to do with talent. You see, it's all about persistent determination. When most people try something new, if it's learning to play guitar, coding, or even cooking, they give up when it gets difficult and don't follow through. The thoughts that they might have with themselves are, I'm not good enough anyway. What was I thinking? Me playing guitar or me being a band? Or other people that are great at coding are just built for it better than I am. It's not for me. They might try to seek out approval from people close to them who won't critique them too harshly to avoid hurting their feelings. Any critique at this learning stage might reinforce the negative thoughts that they've been having with themselves and cause them to quit. The secret lies in our thoughts. Flip the script to the experts, the real deal, who succeed on critique. These champs aren't fishing for fist bumps. They want the raw truth because they know that's the secret sauce to greatness. Think of big names like Serena Williams or Michael Jordan. Did they crave coaches who showered them with praise? No, they demanded devil's advocates, analyzing their every move, pushing them to polish their game. You see, beginners are like tourists, taking photos and wondering if they should buy a souvenir. They're not sure if this whole gig is for them yet. That's why they hunger for cheerleaders. They need that sweet, sugary motivation to stick around, because let's be honest, for some people, their commitment is about as thin as hotel toilet paper. But the experts, they're in it for life. They're in it to win it. They don't need your applause. They need your scalpel-sharp insights slicing through their work. They're past caring if they're good or bad. They're obsessed with becoming the best. Their mantra, refinement, not reassurance. Precision, not praise. So next time you're itching for a compliment, slap your own hand. Ask yourself, am I here to feel good or am I here to get good? If it's the former, you're in a pothole. But if it's the latter, congrats. You're on the road to mastery. I'll leave you with this quote from Arsenal legend Thierry Henry. Amateurs call it genius. Masters call it practice.